Ever wondered how House of the Dragon's blood-soaked saga will end? Uh, Before we get to hit subscribe and give this a like. Your support keeps the dragon fire burning. First, the series rooted in George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood has already set the stage for a fiery finale. But what lies ahead for the Targaryens and their allies? Let's unravel the secrets. Or House of the Dragon's prequel tale is a mirror to Game of Thrones' legacy. With seasons 3 and 4 on the horizon, fans are scrambling to connect dots between the books and the screen, from betrayals to dragon battles. The Dance of the Dragons promises no survivors among the most beloved and reviled characters. Criston Cole, the villain everyone loves to hate, faces his reckoning. Book readers know he will meet his end at the Butcher's Ball, ambushed by Rhaenyra's forces, and the show's exit of Fabian Frankel confirms it. His story arcs to a brutal climax this season. No mercy for the man who made Rhaenyra's life a nightmare. Otto Hightower's fate is shrouded in mystery. In the books say he's executed after Rhaenyra retakes King's Landing, but the show might twist the knife differently. Could Rhysophane's return hint at a redemption arc or a darker turn? And the Hightowering still holds power, and their southern ties might reshape the war's final chapters. And Alicent Hightower's tragedy is as inevitable as it is heartbreaking. After losing her children and family, she's locked in Red Keep Tower, her days spent in silent grief. Season 2's Countryside Escape was a cruel tease. A fleeting taste of freedom before the walls close in. Her story isn't just about loss. It's haunting reflection on choices. Aemon Targaryen's pride will be his downfall. And as you can see that there's, when you see how gods, the prince riding Bogar burns the Riverlands in a rage, challenging Daemon to a skybound duel. Their clash above Harrenhal ends with Aemond impaled by his uncle's blade. And that, Immolese, not true and very hard. 2 dragons, 2 princes. Neither survives, leaving only ash and unanswered questions. Helena Targaryen's fate is a tragedy of innocence, and bereft of her children, she takes her own life in the books. The show's version with fewer offspring might soften the blow, but not enough to spare her pain. Her story is a reminder that even in a war of dragons, the quietest hearts break loudest. Aegon Targaryen's survival hinges on Sunfire's fate. If the show kills his dragon, the Green Leader's last hope is gone. But in Fire and Blood, Aegon reunites with his wounded beast, only to be poisoned by his own men. His final act, the futile order for war cements, his role as a tragic pawn in a game beyond his control. Corlys Velaryon, the Sea Snake, outlives the storm, As a regent post-war, he steers Westeros toward uneasy peace. Yet his legacy is bittersweet. The man who could have ended the war instead became its reluctant architect. His survival is a footnote in a history defined by carnage. Jacaerys Valerian's death at the gullet is a gut punch. A hero turned martyr. Jace's inexperience cost him his life, and his fall from the sky symbolizes the war's cost. Even the purest hearts are scorched by dragon fire, and it's his absence leaves a void Rhaenyra can never fill, which I would plausibly. Daemon Targaryen's fate is the most enigmatic. His duel with Aemons ends in mutual destruction, or does it? The missing body fuels wild theories. A three-eyed raven. The Night King. Let's stay grounded. His disappearance could hint at a mystical twist, but more likely is just another casualty of the dance. Rhaenyra Targaryen's end is the most devastating after reclaiming King's Landing. She's betrayed by her own half-brother, and in her execution, foreshadowed by Joffrey's tale in Game of Thrones, is a punch to the gut. The show's softer portrayal of her makes the fall steeper, and the audience's heartbreak sharper. And there you have it. A roadmap to ruin. With dragons, politics, and tragedy, House of the Dragons finale is a masterclass in heartbreak. Remember, if you survive the war, you're just the person who picks up the pieces. Now go binge those seasons, and maybe, just maybe, don't name your kids after Targaryens. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, see you next time.